And we are live.
Yes, we are.
Another Sunday live is beautiful.
Yeah.
Hello, beautiful souls.
Hello, 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 hello. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour.
Bonjour. Dreams have been dreaming, to say the least. And
Really?
yeah, I've been really going through a stage where I've just been resting, taking time to rest. To be fair.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
Good, good, good.
Happening. Thank you for the tea.
You're welcome. Do you know, I never know if I should just stand up straight up. I
Just
probably
do
should,
it to
innit?
No, do it to your comfort.
Yeah. Do you know what? I found out when you slouch, it's at first it feels good. And then when you're like 30 minutes in,
You
it
start
doesn't.
feeling- No.
And you're like, okay.
I can't breathe and I can't digest my food and I can't.
Yeah.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tell me something. Tell me something new that you haven't told me in 20 years, and I'm gonna find something out on the podcast live again.
Listen, there's so many things, you know. Most of the thing, honestly, it's never something. It's like it's clearly in the memory, in the
hard drive,
bank or library on the hard drive, but because like the way, well, at least me, the way I recall my memory is through like sort of like a thread. So if I don't actually think about, it's not even if I don't think, I'm trying to explain it properly. So let's say we have a conversation and it leads to something particular that will trigger my memory.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't necessarily go and search, for it like that. And then I remember I was like, oh, snap.
Wow. It makes it exciting for me because then I can still keep on getting to know you.
So yeah, absolutely. So what was the last things you didn't know about? Oh yeah, the witch thing.
The whole witch thing at 7.
I was just calling it a witch. That's how it was. Wow.
Yeah.
See this?
I know.
She's still here. Like, don't call me a witch. I was a psychic.
What was all of that?
You like? I don't know.
It was Mr. Tumbles.
She definitely pushed some things. That's for sure.
Okay. Here we
go. What was I going to say? Yeah, that was the actual one, isn't it?
I know that my first reading, as far as going and seeing a medium is concerned, because it's not the same seeing a medium or seeing somebody who's intuitive guidance. There's different type of readers, right? There's different type of readings you can go and get.
Yeah.
First one I saw was a medium.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't use. She was just sitting there and talking to me. She had her eye on me from like way before.
Why?
I guess she picked up my grief field, to be fair.
Oh, you were not very well at the time.
No, yeah. I was in deep grief.
Yeah, and what's going on with this? Okay, that's better.
And she saw it, and I remember before that I'd had readings, but they'd been impromptu when my mum had taken me to like a spiritual church, and there'd been somebody who just going around the room and pointing at people and saying stuff. There's been that. And then I know that other people in my family have gone and had readings about me to find out what I'm doing, what I'm going to be, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I wasn't present.
What type of reader was it?
The one I went to.
Like the one that had, it was a she?
Yeah, the one I went to was a woman.
Yeah. She had, you say she had her eye on you, so
yeah. So
it's like what was she doing?
It was at like an abandoned building.
Okay, go on.
An abandoned building, round the corner from my house, like on the main road.
Tell me more. Oh, I think I saw that building.
You've seen it, and it's like nobody ever occupies it, but it's always occupied by like one person for like 1 week and then disappears, and then
well, it was probably a ghost. All this time before it was a reader. No wonder.
I had someone with me, and she had a reading too. So
yeah, doesn't mean it wasn't
It really doesn't mean anything.
Like the whole experience never happened in this realm. You're here trying to say, yeah, and it was this, and people was like,
No.
do you know this building is like, people say like it's
Let's put it this
haunted.
way. I
So
was not.
I'm just
I wasn't gonna go to the loo. I was like, whatever's gonna happen, I'm gonna hold it. It was that type of building.
Yeah.
So I just sat down, and the thing is, it came on my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, it came on my birthday. Like, it was like for one day only, like mystical fair. And my mum said to me just randomly as I came home from school, was like, there's a mystical fair on. You may want to go and visit it now. Go talk to somebody. I'll give you a little bit of money. Go talk to somebody. Someone down there will see you. And I thought, fine. I was already into dreams. I'd already seen one or two things anyway. So I'd never had a reading, but I was open, right?
Yeah.
But I was so drenched in grief. I had stopped praying. I had stopped even understanding how the God who was explained to me as a kid, that I never quite adhered to all of the stories anyway, was having this happen in my life.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I was questioning everything went in the wash. Everything. You know what I mean? And I was just there waiting for the wash to come out. Like, I see what answers you got now. Jesus, I see you. It was like that. I was that energy. I was just... I was done. And so I went to this reader, and she just was like, you had to just go and sit in an open hall on some chairs, and then there was readers all around.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then you get called up to whoever calls you.
Wow. They're making it fancy, boy.
Listen.
Oh, really?
So some lady puts her hand up and's like, you.
Really?
And I'm like,
me?
I go over there, and then I sit down. You have to understand, the person who was with me had already had a fantastic reading and was elated.
Oh, so they were pumped.
They were pumped. They got told some amazing stuff was going to happen to them. And I was like, that's nice.
Nice for some minute.
No, I wasn't. You know what?
Never
really not.
I'm only joking.
Luckily, this lifetime, I skipped that. So I was like, it's nice.
Yeah.
Knowing it was totally separate to what I was experiencing. And that I was not going to hear the same niceness. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
And I went over to her, and then she had this tape recorder. Yeah, cassette recorder. And she was like, would you like it recorded? And I was like, yes, please. And then she pressed record, and she was like, okay. And then she just started blah, 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 and she started telling me about who it is I was grieving, what it is they went through, how it is they got lost. And as soon as she told me all of those things without me opening my mouth, I was like, okay, I'm listening. It was that.
Yeah, you got my attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I heard about what it is to be earthbound.
Yeah, true. That's a real thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was possible. I thought once you're gone, bye-bye. You know, you're on the other side. But no, you can choose to be earthbound. And then after that whole conversation's when I started noticing how many people I'd seen because they're earthbound.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's got to see a lot with the idea that this whole experience doesn't just have to be round one. So even though you cross over, you soul journey could also be, say, round 2 or 3 or whatever. You decide as a soul you're going to, you know, how long you're going to stay in the construct. So that makes sense. Anyway, why some will choose to just stay, you know, around round 1.
Yeah.
Just because they can't get really over the material aspect of it and over whatever things they felt they couldn't, life they couldn't finish.
At the time, I was deeply broken about it.
Yeah.
So my friend had decided that he was going to stay and comfort me.
Yeah.
And she was like, you can't do this. You can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
If he stays any longer, he'll become earthbound. It's not fair on him. And I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. She was like, I know, that's why I'm telling you. It's nothing is your fault. It's just. And I was like, he sits on my bed at the end of the night, doesn't he? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I felt it. I own it. He doesn't talk to me about this. I felt him there. She was like, he does, and he worries about you because he knows you're not yourself, and you got to become yourself again. You can't just throw it all away like this. This is not. He's as shocked as you are. Yeah. And I was like, I know. She was like, she just told me so much. I left with a new understanding. I wouldn't say I left feeling better.
But a new understanding.
But I knew I had a new understanding. I knew that I had at least a responsibility to stay here.
Yeah.
I had a responsibility to stay here and do my life fully here. As fully as I could.
Yeah.
As fully as I could without,
I understand.
Without hooking into him, tying into him, clinging onto him. I had to. So that was that.
Yeah, it's about letting go.
Yeah, and it's huge, and a lot of people don't discuss it. They're very private about those things. One, it's painful, and two, they don't want to take anybody's day down, and there's a whole load of things that come with not talking about it. But our energies are so strong when we cling.
Yeah, you will
when we tie.
Yeah. Specifically when you have a strong will, but someone agree
as well
with it, then that will have an effect that is really, really strong. Yeah. So hey everybody else, I'm seeing
hey everyone.
Hey right to right.
We got lost in the sauce. Bonjour.
Jay. Blessed.
Heiko. Kim.
Diana.
Hey everyone.
10:22. I see what happened, Blessed. You cat took over for a minute.
Simba took over.
Yeah, hey guys.
I
knew on the keyboard. Yeah.
Was Simba saying hi? Hi, Simba.
I was thinking, Blessed is spamming us right now. Yeah. Hi everyone. The first time I went to have a reading, that's Blessed saying that she ended up fishing for things, seeing if I would elicit elicit reaction. Cold reading. It was not terribly accurate. I'm guessing it's like when you stand up comedian, you bomb totally. It's probably the same thing. She must have felt so. It was a bit terrible.
She you're not supposed to. That's another thing. Etiquette wise, you're not supposed to feel anything. You're not supposed. That's why you're not supposed to go fishing in the first place.
No, of course not.
You're just supposed to say what it is you see and leave it where it is.
Absolutely. Hey MJ.
Do you know I've gone for readings
Daniel.
before?
Yeah.
And nothing hit. When I mean zero hit, I mean zero.
Yeah.
Zero. Like I was there for an hour and a half, and an hour and a half of zeros hit for me.
Really?
To the point where I was just like, does he know my name? I was like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Came out. I was actually quite distraught because I felt like, you've just told me somebody else's business for sure. Like that had nothing to do with me. Obviously, I come home, I'm chatting to you about it. And you're like, wow. Nothing as zero. Yeah. Turns out it was a reading about somebody else. The whole hour and a half. Talking deep. When I'm talking deep tea about somebody else's life.
Yeah.
Tea I shouldn't even know. About somebody else's life who was very close to me, but to the point where it's like, oh wow, that was a reading for somebody else. And it reminded me when I first met my great granddad, he thought I was my mum.
Yeah.
And was just so happy to see me chatting to me. And then when he dropped my mum's name, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
boo, you're talking to the wrong person. It was a moment like that. And then, so was he on point? Yes. He was just talking about someone close to me. I said, oh, he is powerful, but too powerful, because guess what? I had all the tea bags, everything. I said, oh no.
I think
I
it's
ain't even
where
sharing this. I put that in the vault and kept it closed and moved on.
I think it's where discernment comes in. I think you have
Did not know.
the reader have a responsibility, but so is the clients. You have a responsibility to use your discernment, because even though someone reads for you, because
Don't
you
force it to fit.
you share fields, it may not resonate. They may pick up depending on how accurate. Also, it's not just how accurate they are. They probably are accurate, but if you are walking with all sort of other people's energy with you, when you get your reading, they will read also what's going on from other people. It's not just because we share fields, and depending on how many ties that are linking to you, then that will come up in your reading. Then now you might be like, oh my gosh, this is terrible, or it's great. So that's the thing. So there's a responsibility on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, because
okay, Deanna, I'm gonna look out for yours quick. All right. Hey, MJ.
Jay say I'm unreadable, but Shem read some measure shit about me the other week.
Who is she? Who am I?
There's always,
you already know, Jay.
There's always, you know what? There's always someone who can read you in this world, and the opposite is true. There's always a time where you're not readable by some people. You can see that. So it reminds me of
it's a discernment game, though.
Yes, absolutely. It reminds me of what's that? True Blood. When I think it was Suki. When I think it was all the vampire couldn't read her. And I don't know what's going on.
Baffled.
I don't know. She must have been a fae or something like that. She was from the fair energy. But I thought she was arrogant though.
She just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, but there's that arrogant way about her. I don't know how to explain it. But
she was selfish.
A bit. Oh, selfish, yeah. But oh no, I know what it is. She was righteous.
That too.
Yeah, that's what it was. So and I remember I think it does, like, some people may not be able to read you, specifically if you're guarded or if you don't want them to read you. The will of the soul is strong. But there's always someone who might be able to read you regardless of that. That's just the way it is, you know.
I think your soul picks.
Your soul pick, yeah.
Honestly, your soul picks, because it's like, nah, or
be like, no, we're not gonna do this.
Oh yeah, Jay, you're a beautiful soul.
But that reader you're talking about, remember him? He's good. It's good. I think what it is was a time you were sharing your feel with many people, and then you rolled in with some people in the place as well. It's gonna, that's I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's for sure. So MJ said, I used to see a woman for readings, but she kept trying to insert her viewpoint and guidance over it on me. I wouldn't have it.
Yeah, that's where discernment comes in. I mean,
this is the mind your business piece that they need to add to.
Yeah, I mean, these people still having a human experience. Yes, they may be reader, but they still are going through their own human experience.
Yeah.
You know, as a spiritual being. So it's gonna come with some certain set of filters.
Remember, I had a reader who one of my spirit guides.
Yeah.
And that's another thing as well I learned very early. This, like and don't like and dislike and this love and light business, not completely in line with the truth that I experience is all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I tell you, One of my spirit guides did not like this man and let me know as soon as I came in the door. I'm not. She despised him. That's the level. She despised him immediately.
Yeah.
She let me know, and the whole way through the reading, she was like, "Crock of shit. We don't like this one." She just jump in, like, just say some shit, and I was like, trying to listen to what he's saying, but then seeing her being like, she was like, and she was like one of the most. She's one of the more expressive ones I have, and she was doing all the expressions, and I was just like, ugh. And then I knew why, because there was a part of the reading that he said to me that I sinned. He said, "Do you know that's a sin?"
Yeah, that was his judgment.
And I was like, I asked to be read, not to be read. Okay, so
no, but that's my point. But then he was actually a good reader. It's
he's brilliant.
It doesn't take away the fact that people have their own judgment. They're going through their own human experience. So amongst whatever people say, you're going to still have to just step in your own into your own intuition.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, but later on discovered why he said that, why he thought that, and then I discovered also why that was more of a truth for him than it was for me. Yeah.
And then another thing as well, when you hear a voice, I mean, I remember my own experience growing up. It is any voices, okay, until you learn how to kind of like block certain, thing you don't want to interfere in whatever you're doing. If it's a reading, thing is that this idea that it's only going to be benevolent, but that's going to depend on the frequency. It's going to depend on what vibration
I've seen some people come out of readers in pieces.
Yeah. Listen.
Like tatters. Like, shook them to their core. Like, you hear people saying, "Oh yeah, I took some mushrooms and it just didn't mess me up." I've seen people come out of certain readers and be like, and I was like, yo, should I even be paying my money to come here?
It depends, because it could also be a truth, and
a truth will do that,
and or a loved one that told them something very specific, and like
that's
I just
difference as well.
Yeah,
I've been to many different readers. I've been to tarot readers. I've been to what were they called again with the magic ball? It's not a magic ball, crystal ball. With the crystal ball. I've been to card readers. I've been to psychic mediums who just see people's lineage, walk in and tell you something. Those are the ones where you can grab some judgment out here, because if your bloodline or pass over people have anything to do with it, 9 times out of 10 they're holding similar judgment to the one they had over you when you were alive. Anywho,
that is very, very true.
Maybe they'll soften their edges a bit. For the most part, they still have very strong opinions about the way you should lead your life. So I tend to not dabble too much into those ones. I take everything with a pinch of salt, because I'm like, this is just you chatting to me.
Yeah, it's true.
At this point, this is a phone call.
Yeah.
So I'm going to treat it like you were when you were here, and I'm just going to listen. I'm going to hear you out, and I'm just going to still go my own way around it, depending on what information resonates with me.
Yeah.
Granddad. You know what I mean? What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's true. Actually, I'll just put in. I just put in in the chat. I just put in the chat where to book a reading with Shem. Anyway, because often that comes up, and so you get the link. I'll just pin the link. So if you ever wonder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just turn up on our Friday chats. They're usually
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you do
yeah,
also
I go live on Fridays and
collective reading, but it's not
yeah.
the same. I mean,
No,
that's
but
going for collective readings and having your own individual reading is just a bit different.
yeah.
I was talking about one-on-one. If
Oh, okay.
anybody is interested, so that you can
Yeah.
just use the link. Now I
Hey,
understand.
Kennedy.
And hey, Kennedy, hey, seeker of
Hey,
souls.
Sika.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. No. I mean, when it comes to readers and reading and stuff like that, you definitely have to use your discernment. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not to judge. If they got it wrong. Sometimes they don't get the information wrong. It just doesn't resonate with you. So it's not, and the information they get is for somebody else. That happens often as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
And then
So
I've had it where something else is played out, and I'm like, I know this story. Where do I know this from? Oh my gosh, that reading was about you. Okay, this is how it's gonna go down.
yeah.
Or another thing that's also happened to me is, which is why I do sometimes go to psychic readers, which is more not psychic readers, mediums, people who chat to people who have passed over on a regular. Is if I need to know something about a particular family member as far as what they'd been through or something they said to me and I don't quite remember what it is and they've passed over and they haven't been able to reach me in a dream, then I'll go and ask them, what did they mean by that when they said this about that for me, to me? And that's usually what I'll ask about if I ask anything. But 9 times out of 10, I just sit there and I'm like, and I won't say anything. And I ask people to do the same. Don't say anything yet. I'd rather I don't want to front run anything. Just let me say what the cards are saying, and then if you want anything to ask me, then ask me afterwards, because that's not how I act when I go, and that's not how I like to take readings. Though someone did say to me, yeah, but everyone's different. But then I'll like, yeah, but then go to another reader.
Yeah, no, that's true. I mean,
it's all resonance.
Yeah, it's all resonance. I mean, I was never really seeking for a reading, but I was introduced to it. So when I only counted the first time I really saw a reader was with you, simply because when I was a kid and I was introduced to that lady,
you're gonna watch your mouth now, isn't it?
which I remember. I don't remember what she was saying about me. She was saying something to my parents about me. I don't remember it. But then I was just called her the witch because it's just
that was the energy you got.
It's just the energy I got. She wasn't bad. So that's why I never really remember that instance until we talked about it. And when was the first time? But the first time was with you. And the first time before when you told me you wanted to go, I was like, okay, I'll send him a message. So then I know it's my confirmation when I get there.
Plus, you knew he was a medium.
I was aware of telepathy for some reason. I just was strongly aware. And when I was a kid, I always thought that's what I do. But I was doing in a playing way. But then so I was just sending a message. I said, well, you'll know then I'm coming and seeing you already, so you'll know that's me sending you this, and you'll know what to tell me when I get there. That's basically roughly what the message was saying. And when I got there, it's the first thing he say, oh, you're very telepathic.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you open the floor with, and he said, you're psychic, so you should be starting training and do meditation, which I previously rejected the idea of that.
Hands down, didn't want to do it.
I was like, nope, we're not going to, well, you're talking about these things where you sit down for 2 hours and close your eyes. I'm not fucking doing it now. I was like, you got to understand I was young at the time. So I was like, I just rejected.
You rejected it hard.
Yeah.
It was a hard pass.
I was like, yeah, well, hearing voices, no, thank you. Because obviously when I was a kid growing up, this is what I used to hear. So it used to frighten me. Yes. So I was like, absolutely no. So the first time I really got it, my introductions was like someone is trying to convert me into what they are.
Oh, you thought there was a conversion going on?
Yeah, I was like, no. And I saw him with his white dress. I remember he had this white dress and he was sitting down. I said, I don't think
it's not a dress.
And he was in that dingy apartment at church. So I was like, I don't think I want to end up like this. And I know you're taking money. And you know, I had love for him. For some reason, I was a big love for him. Like, don't get me wrong. I was like, I actually love who he is.
Did.
And then I was like, okay, cool. Told me about the fact that I'm getting married. Because first he asked me, what do you want to know? What do you want to know? I said, it's not for me to tell you. You tell me what I need to know.
Oh gosh!
And
with your thick French accent.
Yeah.
Hi,
exactly.
Eyes Open, and welcome to your first. It's his first time in life.
Oh
no, it's not a he. That's giving me feminine energy.
Hi.
I don't know if you're a male or female, but
I don't.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Bonjour.
Yeah. Welcome to the community. So basically, I was like, well, no, you tell me. We're not gonna do this mentalist thing, okay? It was like, no, I told him straight, but you told me straight. Said, "Oh, you get married, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." That you could not have known that because we kept that very quiet.
We didn't say anything.
I didn't say, yeah. So I was like, okay, me I'm telepathic, and then it's like, oh, you trying to convert me? I said, no chance, homie.
You know what? I'm gonna say something because they're here now. Okay, Diana and Jay, they are.
Yeah,
they've got the telepathic skills out here because there was one reading I did,
You're right.
And they were on the live with me.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, I heard every word of their banter, and then they would banter to me too. And I was like, I can't. It's like I'm doing the collective reading, and then I'm hearing their like
that's what
their own like chatter. Jokes,
but part of hearing voices and the telepathy works together.
It wasn't even a hearing. It was, you know how it works.
Yeah,
it's like a knowing.
Yeah,
and it's like a know. It comes to me as like a knowing.
Yeah, it's the layer of that I was able to describe that because I was able to take time to notice what the different layers are.
Yeah.
There's a layers as knowing in telepathy, like that layer you're talking about, and then there's a layer that comes above this. Which you're starting hearing, but not in the way we're talking. You're hearing voice in your head.
Yeah.
It's actually a distinct voice. And then there's the layer, which the one I used to hear when I was a kid, where someone is talking to you. And it's that, stop talking to me. I was just like...
I got to layer 2 with them, and I was like, yo.
So it's like it's a layer of things. I don't know if you guys have experienced that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll hear the chit-chat.
I heard their chit-chat, and I was like, yo, guys. I need to stay focused out here.
Yeah.
Jokes. It was lovely though.
Yeah. But I was able to now from what makes sense to me now, explain the different layers of telepathy, and how depending on how strong it becomes. But
or how your innate abilities take it and understand it and process it.
There's because there's like almost a bridge between the other side and your physical body, and that's why I was talking to that conversation the other day we had about the fact that it is time people get aligned with the idea that we are going to merge soon. So you're going to have things that are going to feel a lot more physical, but off from the other side.
But then, like I keep on telling people, you're already doing these things. You're just calling them something else.
Yeah. The very recognitions of you doing it increases it, and the doubt decreases it. So you can't really afford to doubt, can you?
Yeah. So telepathy 101, you think of a friend and you keep on thinking about them, and then you think about them more, and then you keep on thinking about them, and then they call your phone. You're like, oh my God, I was just thinking about you. And you brush it off and you say, oh my God, yeah. Telepathy.
Yeah, I'm saying that seeker of soul saying the voice can be smart as hell sometimes. Yeah. You dealing with people. Sometimes you can pick up on people's feel. The other day, I was hearing actually children playing, but like hearing them, but not on what you would hear on the outside. I was actually hearing, and then they chit chat and stuff like that. I just took time to listen to them.
Yeah, that's how my guide was getting on. As soon as I walked in, she was smart assing all the whole time. She was like, She was coming for him. She was coming for his clothes. She was coming for his hairline. I said, no. What are we saying here? Let me just get a reading from this man, and then you could tell me afterwards. It was that type of feel. Hilarious. Yeah, Jay, listen, you and Deanna were going back and forth, and then you were like chatting some stuff to me. I was like, yo. And I remember getting off the call, like I was remember like getting off like the live with you guys, and I said to Omondi, yo, that was wilding. I was like, Deanna and Jay were chatting to me the whole freaking time. I'm not lying to you. I heard every single thing they were just saying. Jokes. Okay.
It's just big energy. That's all.
Big energy. I'm here for it. You know, it's all love, guys.
Eyes
Good
open.
times. Good times.
Eyes open. Saying she. So we know now. Well, welcome.
Yeah, she is the guide. Oh no,
she.
It's a she. It's feminine
she,
energy. Felt that.
So welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Yeah. No, do you know it's very interesting. I have noticed because of the previous experience I had. I have been able to notice all the different voices. The only thing I found still challenging, it's to know when I hear voices, it's the legitimacy of these voices, who it is. As far as is it now I know that it has a lot of things to see with your frequency, but we are like an antenna, so it's not always about reading, giving a reading or picking up the voices. It's you will by default attune to certain of a field, and you will hear other people's business. Sometimes they are talking to you. So that happens. Yeah, I know that happened often to me, and I was just but that is like shut it down.
Yeah, shut that right down.
You can pick up people's business, so you gotta have a level of integrity that's high. Because if you're a nosy person, you will be out here start listening to people.
And I joke around and say I'm nosy, but for the most part, it's just like, yeah, if you've asked me for it, then I will tell you. But also, and then if it's live, I won't tell you everything because I don't want to talk everybody's business live. Like you still have to have your discernment about what you're going to say or what you're going to allow through without airing out someone's business. And at the same time, there is this piece I keep on coming back to about minding your business.
Mind your business.
Hold your corner.
Yeah. Okay. But another thing as well, what I've noticed is the reason why I don't particularly like it is because it's not a one-way street. So as soon as you tap in someone's field, even if it's without you wanted it, they are in your field as well.
Yeah,
it's like glitter, and I don't like that. So if by any mistake that happened, shut it down. Yeah.
100%.
Mind your own business should be the motto of 2026. Yeah, specifically with people having obese as well. Like you can potentially see anything you want, but it doesn't mean you have to see.
It doesn't mean
everything that in your business.
It doesn't mean you should. Sometimes I've walked into people's spaces and literally just turned around and walked right out.
Yeah, absolutely. Like don't. Nope. So that's another thing as well.
Not like me, Shem here. I'm a little bit more stoic on the other side, and I think that's because I've understood that heightened emotion in any way can bring about me ending the experience.
Yeah, of course. So the overexcitement.
Over fear, excitement, over fear, over anything. So there's a stoicism that I hold there that I don't hold here. Thankfully, sometimes I know how to draw it in if I have to. Like if I have to be stoic, sometimes Grace is like, "Mom, you're gonna have to draw in. You're gonna have to tap into stoic you because that's what this situation requires right now."
Yeah.
But for the most part, I'm more stoic, so I don't have those moments where I'm just pulled out of a situation that I feel like I need to stay in or that I want to experience deeper.
Yeah.
But when I walk into certain places and I appear in certain places and I'm like, nope, none of my business, and I just leave immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, the CIA use remote viewing and out-of-body experience with some of the agents for reasons, because people use it to spy on other people as well. So exactly. It can be done in different ways, and it's up to you to decide, which way you want to have that experience. But one thing is for sure, when you gain other people's field, you can be noticed. I mean, I remember that experience about that lady in the car, and she was still sleeping, but her husband wasn't, and I was able to no, and he was like, yeah, we understand each other. We just didn't have to talk. We just knew
Telepathy,
that. Yeah, exactly. Actually, in that sense, there was no even word exchange. It was just like,
yeah,
like,
yeah, that's
okay,
how it
yeah,
is.
she's your wife's sleeping. Get it?
Yeah,
That's all right. And but yeah, what I've noticed is, so not everyone is sleeping. Not everyone is asleep. So when you go around in the astral or doing certain things as well, you have to be aware that you might, get people noticing you, and
yeah,
then they are involved now with you in your field, and these are the things why, keeping a high level of integrity is still important, specifically when you're fully aware. Now, when you're not aware, I think having high level of integrity in your current life do help to keep that integrity when you don't have full consciousness. I mean, full awareness, I should say,
because it's your default setting.
because it's your default setting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, for the
Yeah.
most part, yeah. So and I've heard stories from all these agents. She's going spying on the wrong beings and having a hard time to disconnect from these beings, because some people they're ready for you.
Yeah, you can't just come up in
yeah,
anybody's space.
yeah, having a real hard time.
But then I learned that when I was younger, and
So, yeah.
I used to have lots of spirits trying to come to me in my space.
Yeah.
Granted, I got a Ouija board story, and that was personal.
I always hear this story. I was just I'm cracking up. I always knew from day dot, every time a friend came to me and said, "Do you want to do the Ouija board?" I say, "Hell no, I'm not doing this." I was very aware. This is a funny thing, though. I was
aware
well
as
aware
well,
of the
but
consequence of it.
I'm gonna put a big but in front of that. Okay. What had happened was, okay, we were at school. It was lunchtime. Someone brought in a Ouija board. All right. I heard about it at the beginning of the day, and I was like, nah. Okay.
Yeah.
However, somebody also subsequently got me out of a PE lesson that I did not want to do. And the whole entire stipulation of that was that I would sit in on this Ouija board situation.
Oh, soul agreement. Force contract.
I didn't know at the time. I was 12. Okay. But I agreed to it.
Forcefully agreed.
So I was like, PE or this stuff. I heard about it. And then I was like, of course, I heard about it from people in church saying it was the devil and blah, 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 blah.
Not necessarily, but
they'd said everything was the devil. So by that time, I was like, not completely true. Like, because they were lumping. It was the 90s. They were lumping everything into the devil.
Devil. Yeah, for sure.
That was everything. Yeah. Everything that wasn't them was so. I was like, let me see. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm only gonna dabble. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna dabble. I'm not going full in tasting. I'm just dabbling. Yeah.
Yeah. So
we go to this place. It's somewhere in school. And looking back, not a good idea. The school was on a ley line.
Aye.
Old building.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Old building.
Yeah.
Older than what they said. And I'm talking pre-mud flood building, like old. Okay.
So you're out here.
I was out here. Okay.
Really?
Me, Shem says, what were you doing? It was what it was. Anyhow, so we get there, I'm sitting down. I've had lunch.
Yeah.
Because food first.
Yeah.
Priorities. And I'm sitting down, and there is about 5 of us.
Right.
And someone says, so how are we going to do this? So my idea was, you can participate, but I'm not touching that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They do a couple times. Someone's grand comes through, and I'm like, well, you know what? I know what mediums are. Someone's grand came through. His grand told him something. He subsequently left because he was like, yo, this shit is real. I'm out of here. Okay.
Yeah.
That's when I should have kind of segued out.
Yeah. He knew best.
I was intrigued because I was like, it was his grand. You know what I mean?
You know, is he?
I was.
What did you say? About the cat and nosiness?
No, I'm not a cat. I'm good.
No, but what did you say? That saying, it's a horrible saying though, but it's like in the UK.
I was
that
what
saying.
the Jamaicans call bright. I was a bit bright. I was a bit fast.
Was it Jamaican saying or British saying?
Oh, what about the cat and the curiosity?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all UK, mate.
It's all UK.
But I was coming from a Jamaican vibe. Like, yes, I might be fasting up in other people's business, but to my defense, one, I'm here settling an agreement because remember the PE thing before.
Yeah.
And then two, I'm not touching the board, right?
Right.
Round two, couple other people hear about the grandma thing, they come in. So I'm just sitting in the back, like, looking at the board. And then the board starts, the thing
starts spinning.
Maths. Okay. Crazy. Yeah. No one's touching anything at this point. The thing's spinning out of control. We were like,
do you know you never told me that, right?
I didn't. Hang on. I need to keep the marriage going. And now we've reached the 20-year mark.
Guys, you should see her. When I say something new, she's like, you never told me this. What would you like to say again? I got my favorite things to say as well.
I'm not wearing
Oh, anyway, I mean, there's so much things to say. Go on.
Yeah, so I start. Is this clean? Ish. If I get pink eye tomorrow, I'm blaming.
No, it's not like that. Didn't reach down there. It's all right. We'll keep what belongs to the face. Go on.
So I'm seeing this thing is spinning, it's mad. And I was like, wow. And then someone starts asking questions. Who are you? Where do you come from? We're 12, okay? And they start saying who they are and what's going on and blah, blah, blah. And then when they start spelling out where they live, I realize they live very close to my yard. Like where they lived, close to my yard. Where they passed away, close to my yard. I was like, I think I'm going to go now. It's my time to cut out.
That was your cue.
That was my cue. It was this little boy. He passed away on the railroads that went straight past my house, like back garden, like straight past my house.
Right.
But this was like 1800s type of teas.
Oh wow!
Like before, like when the railroads were like old.
When I was steam like, train
or whatever they had back then.
Yeah. If that even was a thing. Whatever it was, he was playing on the rails. It got him. He's gone. Yeah. He's still out here knocking around in the school. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, I'm out. Did not take him home with me. Oh.
He stayed with me for about a month. He wouldn't leave. He just liked playing in my room. And I just was like, okay, I won't be doing this again because he won't leave. He was very amused with my room. He would just come in the evening, and as I would now do what I understand to be popping out my body, I would just see him there playing in my room. I was like, you still here? And he'd be like, yeah, I like your room. And I'd be like, okay, well, when you're ready, you could go. But until then, just hear me. Don't touch my things, right?
Right. Don't break anything.
Don't break anything. My mum will kill me.
So
I didn't prioritize. And then he left.
Well, in the matter of a 12-year-old, yeah, you would think like that. But
had I told you that date one, too soon.
Too
soon.
No.
Kept it for now, babe.
No, you wouldn't, because I used to hear voices, so.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me date one you're hearing voices.
No, I'm saying not. We the schizo. Let's not start this. I heard it run in the family, so I don't want this.
You know how Jamaicans are about bloodline. The madness run in the bloodline.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to do all of that. No, you're good, babe. You're good. Et voila.
Et voila. Whoa. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, you're welcome, babe.
20 odd years later.
Just in time.
You see about manifestation and frequency and what you hold inside. So every time you complain about some things, probably in there.
Yeah.
As well. I was going to say, when it comes to these things, I mean, It is it's as simple as if you would open your front door and leave it open all the time. And I mean open, not unlock.
Yeah.
Eventually someone will pop in. That's just the way it is. And it might not always be a good guy, but it could be a good guy
Or
or a
they
good
could,
girl
yeah,
or a bad girl. Doesn't matter. It could be a cat, whatever,
whatever.
whatever. So it works the same. If you open the gate, you're opening the gate. So unless you know how to shut it or told these beings or spirit to leave, yeah, it requires certain knowledge. That is for sure.
Yeah.
And then there's the thing we do, like you'll pick up on some stuff without even wanting it. Or for the one who actually hear certain things or see certain things, like whoa, you're picking up on it or feel certain things. Sometimes emotionally, that's what happened. You are picking up on someone's field and you like, why am I feeling that way all of a sudden?
Like on
So
Friday, isn't it?
yeah, exactly. So this is and part of being I think in your integrity and have a high level of integrity even in your current life does help for discernment, because you would know, you begin to know.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you blurring the lines between what's loving and loving to do, then you won't have the discernment it takes to be able to know when someone is being actually operating from a place of unconditional love or not. You will realize certain subtlety in what they say or how they move or how they even the energy feels. You will know that, and that's why I think it is really important to practice that even here when you meet new people and
Yeah,
you
that
get
that and we make it
and
such a spooky thing, like, oh no, but they're dead, and then and
yeah.
then and then and then. But to be fair, that's with any and everybody. We're all energy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And we
and
try and like spookify it because they have their etheric body in another place than what we can perceive here.
yeah,
But on a real terms, like,
yeah.
it's the ones who have their vessels here who you need to practice the most discernment with sometimes.
Absolutely. And another thing as well, it's never the obvious. We have Hollywood selling, us in the movie, the obvious bad one, a good one. It's never really what it looks. You might get someone
Never.
that might be very closed off and appear very cold and the warmest person or the most loving person. So part of the discernment, it's go beyond the appearances. So that's
Yep.
why when you use it, you don't stay stuck on just the physical, although the physical can sometimes display certain attributes about a person. But when you go beyond that, then you're already preparing yourself when you're having maybe an hobby where you go on the other side, you're using your full discernment, and or even in the dream state, you begin to be able to have a lot more discernment to know if it's even you know you, or if you're picking up on someone's feel or whatnot.
I think that's
Yeah.
also why lots of people have so-called wet dreams, and then they think, okay, that was with this person or that person, and then things aren't what they seem. Like,
No.
looking in someone's eyes, saying that eyes are the windows to the soul, really is a discernment tool for here. But that's one of the tools I use when I'm over there. Like,
Yeah, because the thing is,
I'll
you
look
could
in
think you're
someone's eyes and I'll look in their mouth as
absolutely.
well.
Yeah.
If I feel like,
Yeah, and the fact that there's shape shifting is a real thing. So you could be thinking it's one person and it is not.
and it's not.
So that's the thing. Shape shifting is a real thing. So that's the thing. Like, I mean, people that are not used to what we're talking about here, like, oh, you watch too many movies, but
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I don't know what to say. Like,
Yeah.
No conversion here.
No, nah, don't care to
No,
even.
I'm just remembering when you said when the guy mentioned you
Oh, yeah.
meditating.
Yeah,
you were
I
like,
was like,
you ain't
no.
gonna convert me, and I was
This
like,
what his word is say you're very psychic and you should meditate. And I was like, no, I shouldn't. Because immediately was like, no, you should, and you should do that regularly, and you should practice. He was starting talking to me about schools that does that actually train you for that. I was like, I didn't come for a
for all of
career.
that.
I'm not here for a career.
I
Like
know.
I'm not trying to be recruited.
Look at you
At
now.
the time, that's what it
Look
is.
at you now. You're like,
Yeah, but
it
even
got you in
now,
the end.
no, Not even now.
Do you know what? You still don't really love you. No.
I'm gonna explain to you why, so you understand then, because it's not that. It's how the fuck I have to over assert so-called spirituality when I'm a spiritual being having this human experience. There's no need for it.
Yeah, like
I'm here. I've choose to come here to experience. I don't. I see what, and then I don't mind to lay unfold. If ever I have a message coming for someone, and it's my friend has just got to tell them for some reason because I don't know, or I'm compelled to say something, I will. But that is just pretty much how I like to live my life. Right. Now, some may look at it, be like, "Oh wow, you're a bit rogue." Because you don't.
And that would be a true analysis. That would be a fair analysis, but at the same time,
can't come from you though. yeah. Just,
touche.
But yeah, no, I'm not. I'm a very stable person, and no. But what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, it's I have nothing against a reading or even against someone who wants to do it. It's nothing to see with that. It's just
you
that
didn't want to have to do
anything.
Have to.
If I naturally find myself doing it, then be it, because it was meant to happen.
I really like rules.
Yeah,
I know you didn't
going
like
to school.
The rules.
I just hated it.
That's it. You didn't want the rules. You didn't want to get into anything where there'd be rules imposed on you.
Yeah, and it has to be done like that.
And if you don't do it like that with the fourth level of this, I know you
don't
like that.
Like trying to give me some. I was like, no, we're not doing this. That's the first time you took me to a reading.
Yeah, it was.
Well, went back though. It was good. It was cool.
Bless said, yeah, understanding what is and isn't you in your field is super useful. Yeah. It's much better to not get absorbed into any BS that way. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's the thing as well. Like we were talking about with Bless the other day, like not everything in your field is yours, but at the same time doesn't mean you can't feel it. So sometimes you interpret a certain feeling that you're going through as your own, when really it's just your vessel reading into the field. So whether or not you feel like on Friday, what was I feeling like? Oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know if I should say anything. I'm not too sure.
It was close to apathy.
It was apathy, yeah.
Apathy, I mean. Yeah. Like the way that's what it was.
It was that. But then later unfolds that in one of like the collective reading, it was the collective field that someone was going through a whole load of that feeling.
Well, on that, I'm going to explain something, but go ahead.
No, really go.
Yeah. So one things as well, like I've noticed that we get caught up so many times into it's okay. If say today you say, well, I'm going to do a reading. I'm going to do a reading later on this evening. Understand this reading already happened.
Yeah.
Because it's all happening in real time. So you picking up into these things because it's already took place. So it's not like it's already taken place. So that is why as well discernment will help you as well to, or at least remember yourself that these things sometimes, even just a question to say, is it me really that's feeling that way? And do I have anything that poses resistance or that actually, led me to feel that way? And when you find nothing, then you know it isn't.
Yep. It's the same way. Not all thoughts you have are yours. It's a seeker of source. Thoughts of energy signatures to them that I can make out and tell where it's coming from, me or not me. Exactly. But dare you be sleepy that day or off that day or feel some sort of way in your vessel that day, like you're like, all right, you can misread these things. And that's where your discernment pops right back in and been like, you know what, that's not even a me thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not even a me thing. Like I'm feeling into someone's energy signature, which is another way that I discern who someone is on the other side as well, by their energy signature. It's the same way that if I'm sleeping and I'm slowly waking up and someone walks in my room or is going to walk in my room, I know who it is before they've even come in my room. or even if a child walks quietly into my room, I know which child it is. Like, I'll know which child it is, and I'll say their name, and then they'll be like, "How did you know it was me?" And I'll be like,
Yeah. Well,
"I know you."
you can practice as well on footstep. So everyone has a signature. So you could do this like in this physical reality. Um, Start, getting attuned to someone's energy. So maybe the footstep, or if someone passes you by and there's a wind that comes with them. I don't know if you felt that before. There's an energy. If you really focus on that, you will feel an energy and start learning their energy or certain people, because you attune yourself when you do these things. So doing that, I've noticed that really, really help, because everyone has a certain way to step. And I know it still remains very physical, but you're tuning yourself to the cadence, to the to the heaviness, because I don't know if you noticed, but when you've got a good day, you're very much lighter on your feet. When you have a bad day, you tend to be a lot heavier, and then things are being feel everything feeling really heavy and imposed on you, and there's a lot of resistance. So certain people even way to walk changes. So these are the thing we tend sometimes, for the one that are tall, sometimes we kind of like crouch a little. We're not, we don't stand tall. We do all these things. So all these things, when you attune yourself to think, because we often take for granted what we see, and there's a lot of correlation between the what you see and the unseen. They are mirroring themselves. So these are the things you can practice. Um,
But
yeah,
then this piece you said about footsteps.
yeah.
I've realized I used to use footsteps, and then there was a big time where I may or may not have walked through parks very, very late at night by myself. So footsteps,
I may or may not. Allegedly.
allegedly.
Yeah.
And footsteps aren't always a thing. So you have to use more, the wind that you hear that comes with people, but there's a feel.
Yeah, there's a feel.
There's a feel when someone enters your field. There is a feel to
Yeah,
it.
but it's the first when you're not fully attuned. It's the first attunement you can begin to do in your family member. When you hear someone walking, trying to guess who it is, and trying to get it right every time, you will know, because there's an energy. Yeah, there's a sound, but sound is energy, and there's an energy behind it.
What I also do when it comes to that is, if I'm sitting in a room with any one of you guys, I will close my eyes sometimes to feel if I know if you're there.
Yeah, that's a good thing as well, to do that.
And it's like, my eyes are shut. How do I know you're here? That's the game.
Yeah.
My eyes are shut. How do I know you're here if I can't hear you and you're not moving?
Yeah.
And then you start realizing what it is to feel the field.
Yeah, there's a presence.
If there's a presence, that there is the energy signature, and that's what people can start tuning into right from the sofa at home. You ain't got to go, no. You ain't got to do much.
Yeah, it's true.
Just play that game with, whoever it is you live near, and you can slowly start just deciphering it.
Yeah, absolutely.
To the point where there's one or two of my guides who actually come via footsteps. Like, I'll hear their footsteps and I'll know for sure that it's nobody else's footsteps, and they only make 3 or 4, but I'll know it's them. They don't ever physically appear. I just know it's them, and I know they're present, and I know where they are, because they always come in the same place. It's always in the same way, and it's always like, I don't even open my eyes. I used to think, oh, it's one of you guys, but I just know the difference now.
Yeah,
and it's just practicing that.
Yeah, if you do that, I've noticed I do that naturally. So the thing is, begin to notice these things actually is really helpful. I see Bless saying, Fanny, you bring that up as an example, Shem. Throughout my life, I get told semi frequently that I startle people just appearing next to them, like they don't notice me coming up to them, family, etc. Do you remember?
Stealth mode.
That's always what you had a problem with me as well.
Yeah, I used to be like, announce yourself.
Yeah,
Shit.
she can't. Every time she's just like startle.
But I used to be like, do I have to put a bell on you? Like, what's good? Like, announce yourself. You just used to appear out of nowhere. You used to like doing it because
It's fun.
yeah, exactly what you know.
But I'm walking
But
normally
now I
though. I
know
don't lighten my steps or anything.
you don't. And to be fair, now you've announced yourself, but the way you do is like telepathically. You'll announce yourself. Even if I'm sleeping, I'll know if you're coming to bed. Like I'll know. You'll tell me I'm coming.
Yeah.
And then I will see you come up to me and say, I'm coming.
Yeah.
And then I'll open my eyes. You won't be there. And about 3 seconds later,
I'm here. Yeah.
you'll come. And I was like, thank you for announcing yourself. And I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah. So MJ is saying, oh, that sounds like a fun game. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, it's actually cool to do
your
that.
discernment starts like you being able to pick up on people's energy fields. You realize you have been good at this. Like this is something that we are all good at. We all do this. But like I said, we just been mislabeling things.
Yeah, and we have particularities. So some people might be more the hearings they're good with, and other people it's the sense they might sense.
Your smell.
Yeah, or some people may receive a visual image of what's going to take place just soon or in a minute. So say maybe you see one of your family member walk into the room and they end up to walk into the room.
Yeah.
So it depends. It's about seeing as well what comes easy.
What comes more innate to you.
Innate to you, yeah.
Yeah.
Then Bless is saying jokes about being a vampire aside, not sure if that says more about them or me. That is very interesting. I'll try that. That's Seeker of Souls. MJ, I love it when you just know. Yeah, that's the cool part, isn't it?
Bless is like, yeah,
right. I'm not trying to sneak up on people either. It just happens. Yeah, for real, Bless. This
is why you crack up about it, because you're like, I'm not trying to ski. I'm just moving around the home. Like, what do you want?
Moving in silence. I told you. Now I'm just walking around and I don't know. That's just what it is.
That's another thing. So Seeker of Source is saying smell is strong for me.
Yeah.
I can make out people based on their unique scent very apparently. Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
it's one that I use a lot.
Yeah, I can actually smell, but I don't really like using it personally. I think it's very intrusive. It's like sometimes I just really get here and right there, like in my tummy. It's like
the way it feels on your vessel.
So I don't
I don't try to use it. It just appears to me sometimes, like quite often.
But it is definitely if you smell something really bad, trust me, it's usually it's a sign that
I've smelled
things on right.
Sickness on people. I've smelled whether or not they're going to pass away soon on people. I've smelled abuse on people, whether they're in an abusive relationship. I've smelled traumas on people. I've also smelled when someone's just fallen like in love with somebody. Like I can't explain it, but when they've just decided to open up their heart space to someone, have a heart connection with someone, I've smelled and I've been like, oh, that person's in love, or like that type of thing. It's different depending on what it is. But yeah, that used to be my thing as a kid for knowing whether or not a household was sus. If I walk in and smell the household.
Oh yeah, when I walk into a house, I can't stop but smelling. So that's the number one thing.
So if I know, smell, and then there's the energy smell.
Trust me,
they're not exactly the same, but they're not far away from one another. But there's the
initial people smell when you come in, and then underneath there's that that continuous underlying smell, and that tells a lot about people. For
tell
sure.
you everything you need to know. So I know what you're talking about.
So
Jay said that Alchemist 369 had a wonderful live on yesterday. The information should be very helpful concerning the OBE stuff. I'll be sharing the same information with my sister. Lovely.
Great.
Fiona, great.
Hey Shelby.
Hey Shelby.
When you realize I've been doing a thing all along and feeling a person's energy. Yeah.
Shelby's tapped in, don't get twisted.
Yeah. Talking about being tapped in, wanted to talk about Shem's meditation. You're coming up with meditation
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Alexa
Um,
was like,
so
hello.
they are.
Talk about it
Why
sometime.
don't you speak about it then?
Okay, I
What
will.
are they?
I
Now
shall
I'm
speak
gonna
about
be I'm gonna interview you. So
as
what are
somebody
they?
who doesn't doesn't.
No, actually, no, I do
You
meditate.
do now and again meditate, but
Meditate, but
you're not trying to
no,
make a school of it. I get it. You're not trying to. You
no. But I
must
was
2
talking
hours a
about
day.
me back then. Now things have changed. But
Yeah, but
I
then you
do.
can relate to people who are new to it, who don't want to
Yeah,
make it something
absolutely.
that must be done or you can't tap into, whatever. Which is why I said sit down
Yeah,
on your sofa, close your eyes,
yeah,
and try and sense what family members in it. No meditation needed there, but it's still a form of
yeah,
tapping into your own field.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. So
Anyway,
go on. So tell us about it. So what is it?
when I've done meditation, I've always liked guided meditations. However, sometimes I've felt like, oh, I could have done this and I could have done that. But for my family members, if they're having trouble sleeping or they feel like they need to heal something or there's something that they want to work through, I've just used it on them sporadically. Like, this is what we do. Obviously, I sing. So I've always infused sound into it, whether I just know what note that they need
Hmm.
to be able to move an energy that they want to move.
Yeah.
So I know that when they tap into a note, and they don't have to sing it, but humming along with it, when your own voice can heal you. Can other sounds heal you? Of course, but your own voice, there's something about your own voice, the humming of your own voice, the resonance that aligns with you. So I use that with meditation to be able to form a frequency that would be shared between a group of people and then go into a guided meditation. For some of them, they're short. I've got a couple short ones up, like under 10 minutes.
Hmm.
But in the classes, what I'll be doing is about 45 minutes of just allowing them, like taking them into the journey and then allowing them to sit in the journey long enough, go to where they have to go to, whether it be, and I'm going to do it for the remembrance of the waters. So speaking to the waters of their body, speaking to their vessel, understanding their vessel more as far as how their vessel speaks back to them when something is a yes or a no or aligned or not aligned, so that they can just attune their own body. So imagine you
Hmm.
pick up a guitar after a while and you haven't tuned it.
Yeah.
It's that. But
Hmm.
working people through knowing how to attune it for themselves.
Right. Okay.
And that's what the class is. And doing it as a group is beautiful because when there's something about group intention and like a collective knowing of
Oh,
something that just it's just powerful.
well, I can tell you this. I mean, as a producer, I often end up to mix soundtracks and vocals and choirs and backing vocals together, harmonized vocals, like all of that stuff. So when you feel it, I feel every time I do this. Partly why I love the job is because I feel the vibration in me, even without doing it. And you caught me before with the headphones on, many times when I was mixing with the headphones, uh, whether humming along or singing along or singing the note anyway, just because the joy of it all. So it does work. And part of the thing that I remember music I used to love is the Zulu choir,
Yeah.
because it's a lot. It reminds me of what you're doing in terms of the humming and these notes you reaching out as unison or harmonized, and you do feel it in your body. I don't know if any of you guys were part of a choir, but when you sing along with the choir, you do feel it. So this very
This is
healing
why they
process,
put the
which
choir there
yeah,
in the church and have them
absolutely,
stand underneath the cathedral, like the
yes,
dome of the place, and have that resonance come out so that
yeah.
people can share that resonance.
And you can choose to feel it where it goes in your body. So yeah, as a music producer, yeah, I've been really experiencing that even from my job. But yeah, so yeah, so those classes.
Yeah.
So how many classes in total? It's
Well, it's going to be held every Saturday. For now, I'm just going to hold probably like maybe I'll go for 14 weeks and then I'll see. Because usually, as I meditate and I get new things that I've learned, I'll usually just incorporate them in the classes and keep it moving.
Right.
But yeah, it would just be a group of us, and we do it in I think it's morning time and afternoon for me, but it's morning time for the Americans, afternoon for
Europe.
Europe.
Is that what it is? Yeah. And
just go, like, for
and
some
for
of
Asia,
you,
it's probably
I don't know, so many time
No, it's
zones.
actually, it turns out to be,
Could
well,
be the
one of them
following
is a
day.
bit later. It's like
Yeah.
the evening for them. But
And
yeah,
just sit there and then just do this, even just to learn how to just center yourself when the world is worlding.
yeah,
Because there've been times I'm like, yo, I need to pull back and just
yeah,
check in and just okay, and not have it be this big thing. Because I've always felt big reason that I had a resistance to meditation was I felt it was a bit elitist.
yeah. I mean,
There
at the
was this
beginning, yeah,
element of, you know, it's like this element of you have to be ascended to do it, or you have to have a certain understanding of spirit and all this business. And I was just like, yo, which I know why you first rejected the whole idea, because you felt maybe it was that was your blocker to it back in the day.
Well, first I couldn't be bothered at the time, and the second for me, it was I wasn't trying to reopen a gate that I spent all my childhood closing. That's what it is, and then having all this thing floating back, I wasn't ready for it. So that's why now I'm ready. It's different.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm gonna post the link in the chat, guys. I'm gonna pin the link. So if you're interested for Shem's classes, then you can just use that link, and you can register there.
They are. I put the under 10-minute ones weekly on my own channel. I am Shamel. And you can just go and enjoy those. If it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, leave it for someone else. It is what it is. But I'm looking forward to it. It's always good vibes when I do stuff live. So there'll be live classes via Zoom. Bring your pillows, bring your eye mask. It's comfort first. You ain't got to show your face. You ain't got to do none of that. You put on your mic if you want to. But just, it's for the most part, it's about headphones would be great, because then you could really just lock in and just go with it. Just daydream into it. I really like to make it simple and personable and just a vibe.
So you recommend the humming or the singing or whatever note is done to be carried out along with the headphones on?
Yeah,
right?
because then you don't sit there in judgment of yourself. You just allow it to vibrate through your body.
Okay.
You allow it to do what it needs to do. And you take it where it needs to be placed, and you do what you need to do with it.
Well, the one you post on your channel, I mean, you've got one, but I know I've during the last event, the Great Unlock last event, you've done that one, and I was humming like straight. I hum like no problem. I mean, I mean, I do music, so so I was like straight.
I heard you humming. I opened my eyes like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an artist, so that's fine. I'll do it.
It was nice to hear you.
Yeah. So it was. I loved it. Like with the headphones on, it was great. It was a great experience. Yeah.
I'm gonna be locked in. Melekta's gonna be guiding the whole class, overseeing everybody, welcoming them in. But I'm gonna be locked in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have fun doing it.
So go and check it out, guys, if you're interested. It's I pinned that link in the chat. So yeah.
So let's see this. Okay, so okay, this is about the smelling. Yeah, it is. It's a clear sentience. It is.
Yeah.
The smell. I think they call it clear alliance or clear alliance. I don't know how you'd pronounce it.
Because clear sentience is you feel
everything you feel. That's anything from smelling to if you get
shivers. Oh my, that's
goosebumps,
just, yeah,
gut feelings, all of these things that we're like, oh, just I felt it in my gut. Hello.
Yeah, that's definitely
clear sentience coming through.
100%.
Great, MJ.
So, Seeker of Souls, when someone is healthy, I can smell that. You're saying, yeah, I smell static on someone when their energy is off, if that makes sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. This is going to be on you.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's gonna be
it's going to be on my channel, but I've put the link on Ko-Fi as well. We are currently opening our website, which has taken a lot because we want it to do exactly what Ko-Fi is doing, but the team has been teaming.
well,
And
we want to do quite a lot more than what Kofi is doing, because on the website we'd like to be able to outsource certain product for the CDE and stuff like that, that we know we can trust. We consume them ourselves, so, and crystals and all of that. So something we're trying to put together. The website, however, it is going to be
yeah,
available before all these products are air, but some of the products are regarding our creations and things we do. So yeah.
yeah. But the events, they're on there, so follow the link, theos888.com. So Deanna, okay, it's a very distinct smell when someone is sick. It's hard to describe. That's another thing as well.
Yeah,
Yeah,
smell of death. Sometimes you can smell that, like straight up on
yeah,
people.
it is hard to describe
It
because
is, yeah,
in particular, the cancers, there's a smell, and I found that out when I was about 7, and I was having my 7th birthday, and my aunt came from another country, and it was my first time meeting her.
yeah. I remember you told me that story.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
tell you, my mum don't do hair, but she did hair, and she hooked me up every single morning. So I was here for her, yeah. But there was a distinct smell about her. And at 6 years old, I just took it that that's just the way she smells, right?
Yeah.
It was only as I got older and kept on smelling it on different people and having the outcome come the same thing, I realized what I was smelling. But it's a real thing. Like, it's all of these things are just right. All of these capabilities, all of these abilities, so to speak, all of these senses we already have. Is we're just to stop assuming them away from ourselves, or just assuming that they are for certain people, or you have to be of a certain speciality, or just some big mystic. You don't. It's regular, degular. You're just calling it what it's not. But yeah,
Well,
it's
I guess it's part of the intuition tools. I mean, it's intuition, like, is the sharpest tool in the box, really. Specifically, once you've looked after and you start training yourself, these are actually things that you can get 100% true answer once you get to know how to use it. Like, like every time your intuition is telling you something, it's 100% sure. So yeah. But at the beginning, of course, with distortion and not knowing how to use it, sometimes you don't get it right. So that's okay as well. But yes, it's to be trained, really. Sick of sauce, yeah. But up until recently, I'm starting to see wisps like white transparent smoke next to me or in my vision when I meditate. I'm trying to get intel on that right now. Yeah, it could be anything, right? Because white smoke and clouds and stuff like that, sometimes for some people is someone they know that is about to show up, someone they're familiar with. It really depends. It could be anything, really.
parts of yourself as well.
Yeah, that's true. Or what you could do is see in your current life the relation between smoke, white transparent smoke, or if there's anything that, I don't know, maybe someone, if you use your smash sticks and you just smoke up your room, you enjoy that. That could be a way when you meditate to recreate that. It could be different things. So sometimes related to your current life can help to decipher what that is.
But I will be feeling into these meditations, because depending on who it is that turns up, and I'll know on a collective energy tip, like, okay, we're going to need to do more body stuff or spirit stuff, and then allowing them to take themselves where they need to for the day.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it is just about letting yourself, like giving yourself permission to go to the places that you need to go to get the information you want to get.
Yeah, it's true. Not seeing it as an obstacle as well help, because often it's like, wow, I've got to do this. Like, it feels like you have to kind of climb a mountain before you get there. So the minute you are actually thinking this, you've put resistance.
Yeah, well,
So
what we're gonna do is just do it right there at the bottom of the mountain.
Yeah,
on a picnic
or how about it comes
blanket
to
and
you?
Stop messing about.
Yeah, how about it comes to you? So
Let
Shelby
that
was
roll
saying,
down the hill.
why guys, you're saying, Shelby, I found myself really struggling with something bad, and it was out of character. I finally picked up my pendulum, and the spirit was confirmed, and dismissed, commanded, and cleared.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
that's all it's about.
I told you she's tapped in.
Well done, Shelby. That's all it's about. And then you say, yes, the guy interviewed by Andre was very, very enlightening.
Yeah. If you see my to watch list, it's crazy because all I know is when I get into my rest mode, which I will be taking some rest this month, I got a lot of catching up to do when it comes to all the people I'm subscribed to. So yeah.
I want to actually talk about some things. I'm going to mention it in a minute, and we can try to chat on that subject a little. Oh, by the way, guys, press like if you haven't. Really helped this content. I was going to talk about. I wanted to talk about entities. Just to open the dialogue. We can obviously, if we don't have time to finish up, we can talk about it.
You can catch it on Friday.
The next Sunday on Friday. But I wanted to just mention there's a lot of things where people are saying that the idea of people being taken over by how do you feel about that? It's been coming up a lot lately where people are mentioning this idea of basically being taken over. I've agreed some things, and I do believe it has to be agreed though. You have to agree.
These are so this is where soul agreements and soul contracts come in for me. Yeah. And you sign them knowingly and unknowingly.
Well, this is what we wanted to talk about as well during the
Great Unlock. We cover this type of stuff. But knowingly and unknowingly, you do sign up for these contracts to do certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And or to be with certain people or to be with certain entities, and some of them are made by you. Yeah. And at the beginning, by you, for you, and then they get out of hand because thoughts are things, and the more you put the thoughts in, the more you energize it, the more it becomes a thing, right?
Yeah.
You're making it a thing. And sometimes it's because you've picked up on somebody else's energy, and instead of releasing it or letting it go, you
hold on to it,
thinking it's your own. Yeah. And then your own thoughts about it has then made that things more.
That's true.
And become its own entity, which now you find yourself with. There's that as well. There are so many different ways and means that these entity attachments or just happenings or them being in your field can appear and come to you. Also, that's literally what I'm very, very aware of is spiritual hygiene as far as that's concerned. And it's more spiritual hygiene in a way where, not to say your spirit's dirty or not dirty, but it's more clearing your field is what I like to call it.
Yeah.
But spiritual hygiene for the sake of bridging so people can understand what I'm talking about. But clearing your field is not only a physical thing. It's not going to be just you clearing your room. Okay?
Yeah.
Which is where you can get into on a physical level, having things that are monitoring, having monitoring energies in your space.
Yeah.
If your space is not clear physically, it's more easier for a monitoring entity to be able to come and just not mind their own bloody business.
Hide there, isn't it?
You're not touching there. That's where they're gonna be.
Yeah.
And then there's the other one where it's like, okay, your mind, and understanding that your mind, your thoughts aren't yours. They don't belong to you. They're just your field. They're in your field. They've appeared for you to hold witness to or not, for you to give energy to or not. All of these choices that we make knowingly and unknowingly as we attach ourselves or disassociate ourselves with different things.
Well, to what you're saying, I don't think it's the knowingly that bothers people. I think, but the idea, it's more the unknowingly. So you've agreed some things, and without you realizing you've agreed something,
Like the
because
Ouija board.
yeah, exactly, because you're not measuring the consequence, because you're not using your intuition. Obviously, that's where the intuition comes in.
Yeah.
But
Or your integrity. Because I was like,
yeah,
I switched
is
that
it?
out for a PE, getting out of PE.
And I was going to bring it up. By the way, I wanted to say one thing just before I'll say what I was going to say is hi Marilyn.
Hey, Marilyn.
I was going to say this. I was going to say because we say often, yeah, you've agreed something, but you've agreed on a soul level, or would you say you agree from the perspective of your avatar, and where its consciousness is at?
I think you've agreed on from the perspective of your avatar, and not known the severity of the consequence. It's like a lot of things now, I realize, well, most things play out in the etheric world, in the spirit world, and then become here, and then come here. It doesn't work the other way. People see it working the other way. That's why they feel they have to do things when they've already been done, and they play out here. And that's why some people don't understand why certain things play out here the way they do, because things have already been done on the other side. So like, you're dreaming about moving, then you move and you're like, oh my God, I didn't see that move coming. Yeah, because subsequently you didn't recall all of those times where you've been on the other side looking for somewhere else to live, or agreeing to moving with certain other souls or certain other agreements. These are the things, and this is the whole importance of being lucid here, and then carrying that over into the dream space, or into the other side of the veil, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Then there's the energetic level of you clearing your field, which is stuff like relationships that you're holding that are out of alignment with you.
Yeah.
If you keep on talking to people who fundamentally believe that everything you do, or how you operate on a soul will level is wrong, or they have a very strong opinion about it, to the point where they feel like they need to always let you know how wrong you are, cursed you are, damned you are, all of this stuff. These are all thought processes that are being put on you into your field, that you're adding, that you're hearing, that you are absorbing every time you're around them.
Specifically,
they have their own thoughts,
specifically when you share
going on,
fields,
especially when you share fields on a constant level. How much time are you going to keep on sharing your field with those that are out of resonance to where you're trying to go, where they just throw your resonance off? You trying to tune a guitar, guess what you need? A little bit of quiet so you can hit that right note. You've got all this noise around you, masking your note, and you're wondering why you can't quite attune to the right note. It's less about hocus pocus and more about frequency and vibration and the sound of it, the sound of your soul calling and saying, this is where we're supposed to be. This is what we're supposed to do. But you can't hear it with all the blah, blah, blah going on. That's another way of clearing your field.
I think as well, more than worrying about, oh my gosh, I must clear my field, my field is not clear. I've come to realize often that's the part. Worrying will not help that anyway. So being in just like in discombobulated because you feel like, oh my gosh, bad things are happening, won't help. But one thing is having aligned actions, and say if someone is against you, I don't know, let's say practicing yoga, then you need not to talk to that person about yoga or anything surrounding that particular. And sometimes about a particular, but sometimes about your life. They disagree with your life. Well, this person can't be part of your life because guess what? When you share, you feel with these people, it will impact you because now you've open access. So I do think that, and that's part of these agreements. Now, unknowingly, you've agreed for them to have access to you in that level and in that way.
You may have to change that access,
revoke it,
revoke it sometimes, or just readjust what that's going to look like moving forward, so that you may move forward and they may move forward. Because every time that they sometimes you need to understand every time they see you, you're just as egregious to them as they are egregious to you. Like, you're irking them.
Absolutely. They just
They're irked
yeah,
so much to have to
it's
chime in.
egregious.
Like, let's do us both a favor. So Creo saying, I've never told anyone this, but I smell myrrh while listening to
Yeah.
Sound Bowl Healing in YouTube. This is another thing as well. Some people attach sounds or colors to numbers. Some people attach. These are all things that we all do, like, and different abilities come through. So as you're saying this, yeah, these are the different resonances that you are tapping into, and it's a wonderful thing.
Well, it's funny
It's
because
interesting.
yeah, these are senses that you get programmed through sound, colors, and it's been used for a long time. And right now we're putting together actually a book about the hidden language of color and these type of things, reprogramming yourself to readjust, to be able to sometimes know why you're feeling that way when you hear a certain sound, because there must be a whole thing linked to that. There's got to be a reason why you are smelling this while you're hearing the sound,
And
this
then
particular sound.
what other sounds will make you smell other things,
Absolutely.
and exploring that. So now you can start going on a journey of self-exploration. And for the most of it, this is why I'm like, this isn't a religion. It can't be. It's about yourself. It's too tailor-made for that.
Absolutely.
You have to lean into you.
Well, that's one of the best way to reprogram yourself, to design the reality you want, you would like to see, because part of that, exploring yourself in that way, you are able to readjust so many things. Yeah, the perception changes.
So Craig was saying, yeah, I wish I could find the video. Sounds ridiculous, but it happens on multiple occasions. It's not ridiculous.
No, it isn't.
And he definitely felt a presence too. It's not.
So we'll be going in about 10 minutes. 9 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Okay.
We'll be getting about 4 minutes. Yeah. And by the way, guys, if you like
Um,
relaxation soundtrack, we just posted a relaxation soundtrack on Awaken to Joy. It's about 3-4 hours lo-fi soundtrack. So just go check it out if you enjoy it.
Okay, so Shelby came in with and said, yep, her guides have spoken more than once about clearing her energy daily. Yeah. And it doesn't have to be this big thing as well. It doesn't have to be so ceremonial. It just becomes part of your practice, just as if you would, so much importance in waking up and brushing your teeth, right? But what about clearing your field, centering yourself? What about that? You know what I mean? There's many levels to it, because you're a multi-dimensional being. So this why wouldn't there be?
Absolutely. So we'll talk about this again. I think next Sunday, so it'll be actually interesting.
Yeah.
Seeker of Souls, you're saying, I remember an entity came in my dream one time and implanted negative self-deprecating thoughts. I was held witness to them in the dream, and when I woke up, it was tied with a bad habit I was breaking. Oh,
I see.
Yeah, of course.
And then this is the thing as well about interfering into other people's fields, seeing something going on and where you're supposed to just remain the observer and then not minding your own business. See, you have so much business that belongs to you. Like this, you bared witness to what was going on, so then you were able to link it and then, I guess, do what you need to do from there on out. That is the type of information you can lock in on when you go inside, when even from dream space, meditation, whatever it is, when you are minding yourself, truly, all of these things that turn up in your waking life's field, you can trace them back. You will show yourself where they're from. You will show yourself from these agreements, all these interferences, these nosy people coming in,
It's true.
Fasten up themselves on your field. You're like, no, we're gonna clear that out now.
Fussing up themselves. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, and that's the power of it. That's the power of yourself. That's the power of you.
So Jay saying the last time that I had daydreamed, I arrived on the planet with weird black sparkling soil and nightclubs. I thought I transitioned. I had no clue I'd returned. I I, I would return. Okay, I should have entered those clubs. Dang it.
They be partying on the other side too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hi, Loretta.
That sounds dope. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, Loretta. So she says, I noticed that I cannot listen or watch the war that we are in. After a minute, I start feeling bad all over, and I might turn it off. Any insight on this? Yeah, you're picking up on the intention of the person who, or the people, or the entity in itself, who are trying to get you to put your attention into it, so that you can try and feed into what that is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So your field doesn't wish to, your vessel doesn't wish to get involved in it or put any energy towards it. And that's just your vessel's way of saying, we don't co-sign to this. We're going to withdraw from this. And you're just listening to yourself and you're just withdrawing.
Your body knows a lie.
Yeah.
It's probably what it is.
Your vessel knows this.
Yeah.
This is an untruth. This don't feel right. And like I was saying, that's when I was, this is the whole point about going inside, doing the inner work or shadow work or whatever, or mirror work, whatever you'd like to call it. These are the things you'll be able to find when how your spirit likes to communicate with you. Through moments like this, it was like, wow, I start feeling bad all over when I'm doing this particular thing. I'm not supposed to do this particular thing. Or there's an energy here that I'm out of resonance with. It's like a truth or an untruth to you. And if it's an untruth, it will make you know so that you can exit stage left.
Absolutely.
Wrap it up.
It's just learning how to read the signs.
It's wonderful.
Really. Yeah. I'm seeing Lena, you're saying you've got a question. My last two OBE ones, I got full awareness. My sacral chakra started to burn immensely. I felt I couldn't think because of it. Okay. I was awakened before I could try to work it out in the OBE. What's happening to me? Haha, you're saying. Sounds like a whole like a block where the energy is there and need to be released. So sacral chakra usually has something to do with creations, being creative and life force and it's got to be some things around this.
Sometimes also it would depend on what it is you set your intentions to,
Yeah,
where
true.
you were. If you can take yourself back there and think about what your surroundings were, what you were going through, what you were feeling there in the day before, where was your mind at? Where was your thoughts at? What was your field saying? And then feel into any questions you may have asked about surrounding that area of your vessel or even that area of your life on an energetic level. How you create, how you put things forward, how you show up for yourself.
Passion, desire. I think that has a lot to say with this.
And then also these intensities that we feel when we go over the other side sometimes, we could read into it. Sometimes when you feel a new feeling, you can read into it as pain, but when you allow yourself to sit with it, sometimes it's pressure. Sometimes it's a contraction, but not a pain. It's like a tightening. So when you think back on it, maybe you want to do it through meditation, like just sit with yourself and just daydream back into that feeling. Try and pinpoint what it was exactly at the time. Was it pain? Because pain is a big blanket word, but it's not specific. Was it throbbing? Was it sustained? Was it a sharp stabbing? Was it, you can get very specific with it. Get specific with it, because the specificity of the feeling will then be able to give you more of a direction as to what exactly it was trying to tell you about that part of your vessel or that part of your life. Hope that helps.
Yeah, I was seeing Shelby saying I finally understand to agree to an experience isn't the issue, lacking the ability to quickly see the lessons, keep what's needed, and leave the rest. This way, your past is not creating your future. Actually, I would say that's true. It has a lot of truth. There's a lot of truth about what you say, except one thing I would say. It's the past never create your future. The present moment does. So basically, the present moment dictate pretty much what the next present moment is going to be, and so on. So it's not really the past. That's just an illusion, the past,
I know
because
how she meant it though.
but I know how you meant it. That's why I say it's like it's true. It's just that seeing it as from the perspective of having a tie, being tied to the past, which makes you then operate in the present moment in a certain way. But ultimately, technically, mechanically, the present moment, every time you have an opportunity to change.
Yeah. New moment, new
No matter
you.
even if you get the lessons or not, it's like this little decision, action, way to feel or reaction to some things. That's what really creates that reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfolding
Right
reality.
now.
Yeah,
Like I could be sitting like this and then we could do the rest of the podcast like this. Or I
yeah,
could be like this and then this person's going to get a different outcome in 5 minutes because it's just who you show up as in that minute, in
yeah,
every second that you decide it. And I could decide right now that everything I did before this is not who this person is going to experience. And I'm going to experience something totally different because anything that comes my way, I'm going to take it differently.
yeah.
I'm going to take it as this person now, not as the person who did it in the first place. The now, the now, the now, the now. I think that's what you're trying to show. That
Yeah,
now.
because yeah, it's always the now. It's we often say these things. That's why we understood what you say, but we have to detach
Most
ourselves
definitely.
from this wording because the body doesn't know the difference. So when you word some things a certain way, the body reacts a certain way. But the truth is, it's always in the now. For the ready in the now for the next moment that's going to be in the now, and so on.
MJ saying, but this is all part and parcel as to why I'm telling you that Shelby's tapped in.
Oh yeah, she knows.
She took a pendulum out you here.
Right,
Right,
straight. Yeah, it's good.
Sounds like so MJ said sounds like I need to get control of my strong ability to tune things out. Okay. Like learn to tune in
Turn it
on
on.
and turn
Yeah.
it on and
Oh,
off because it's on most of the time. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel you on that one.
yeah,
If I can if I can turn it on and tune out the blah 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 sounds, like it will be my superpower. And that's the thing. And sometimes it's about being the observer of the blah blah blah, but not jumping in the water. It's like you're standing by the stream, watching all the water go by. You just don't put your foot in the water.
yeah.
It's that place. It's still gonna go in the water. Still gonna move on by. You're just not gonna splish splash.
Yeah, Jay's he's on saying basically, how does your past create your future? Could you explain? I never know that with
So she's saying my thoughts on my wand. Yep, your word or your wand as well. I've been using that
literally.
my own magie against myself. Exactly.
Yeah.
You've been bibbity bobbity booping, and these times you're just like, you know what? Wrong direction, wrong direction. Okay.
Yeah, because even words we often take for granted, the body doesn't it can't tell the difference, good or
No.
bad. It just doesn't care. You're saying it's the past, then it is the past. You're saying is this, then it is this. Yeah, and in order to treat the body accordingly, often using the appropriate word does help.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at time. Look how you have me just
You
out
you
here
you 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 went ahead and
dabbling.
you could have stopped.
I could have. I chose not
You're
to.
fully in charge,
Of
control of
course.
you.
Of course. But
Your
I love
reality.
the chat. I
See,
do.
remember
I
we
love the
just told
banter.
Shelby's present moment now. Go on, decide to say goodbye, and then we just go.
I will be going in 2 minutes. New me, new moment is going to say goodbye to the crew in 2 minutes.
See,
Okay.
you took a
It's so
decision.
lovely chatting to you guys.
Yeah.
These Sunday lives do so much for us just as a soul group, regardless. We get to tap in, we get to learn so many things for one another. The shared experiences, the whole 9 yards. If this is a space where you can just Just tune out and be yourself and realize just for 2.4 seconds, you are not weird. You are not hallucinating.
Yeah, no.
These are real things out here in the streets.
I'm saying Jay saying the war is just a script playing out. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's whether you're going to play along with it or not.
Yeah.
Thank you all for turning up. The live is always live. The chat is always swinging. You all are all just very close and dear to us. So thank you always. And you shall see us again on, it's Friday we're going live again, isn't it? But they'll see us on Wednesday for the Great Unlock.
For the Great Unlock, for our episodes we're going live on Friday, and then for the collective reading you're doing as well.
Yeah.
A bit on the weekend to join, but then you go on to your channel after that, isn't it?
And I am Shem, and I'll do readings as and when they pop up as well. I got some, I know that there'll be something that happens between then and now anyway. But
so again,
thank you so much, guys.
So if you're interested by the class, just the link is pinned in the chat, because I don't know once we stop if it's still there. But anyway, if no, you can probably find what can they find? Oh, we did a post actually, guys. You can go on to the community post.
On the community post.
But yeah. So thank you guys for co-creating this moment with us. And you see, you're long in it, you know.
No, see, they're giving me these juicy posts and I'm getting lost in the sauce. Okay, look, watch me go. Love to all of you. Okay, Heiko, Creo, everyone in the chat, everyone who's just listening. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, or evening.
Yeah, wonderful Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. Bye-bye. Ciao. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Ciao.
Auf Wiedersehen.
See you next time.